From his incredible strength feats to his love for vinyl records, here are 10 things you didn't know about Jalen Hurts. He's not your typical quarterback, and he's got a heart of gold, even surprising a cancer patient with a generous gift. Plus, he's in a committed relationship, and it's not all black and white. So he's not your average guy on the field or in the weight room. This 220-pound powerhouse has always been a strength enthusiast and practically lives in the gym. Get this, the dude can deadlift a jaw-dropping 656 pounds. I mean, that's like lifting a small car or a massive refrigerator, and he's doing it as a quarterback. But wait, there's more to this weightlifting wizard. He's not just showing off with the deadlifts, he's also got some insane squatting skills. Back at OU, someone caught him on video squatting a mind-boggling 585 pounds. That's like squatting a couple of grizzly bears or an adult male kangaroo. Can you believe that? You know what else would be impressive? You getting all these insane NFL updates because you subscribe. So go ahead and hit that button to stay tuned with me. Now here's the kicker. Even before Jalen set foot on a college campus, he was actually bench pressing 275 pounds. Not many college or NFL quarterbacks can even come close to those kinds of numbers in the weight room. Hurts is like a lifting legend in the making, and he's making us all rethink what quarterbacks are truly capable of. And he's not one to boast about it or make a huge scene. When it comes to speaking in front of a microphone or camera, Jalen Hurts is about as low-key as it gets. He tends to stick to those tried and true cookie-cutter answers that can sometimes leave people wanting more. Now, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic person, but the media might not be doing cartwheels when they have to interview him. Trust me, he's not going to give them any juicy sound bites. Many can personally vouch for the fact that he's not going to stir the pot. Remember how different it was to talk about this team in 2017 compared to 2019? Well, that's the difference Jalen brings. He's not going to engage in Twitter wars with rival players, stir the pot in press conferences, plant flags at midfield after an away victory, make any explicit gestures on camera, or have a run-in with the cops. Nope, that's just not his style. He's all about the game and keeping it cool. And it's very common for people to confuse his reserved nature with him being rude, but that's definitely not the case. In fact, he's one of the nicest and most generous players of the league. Hurts has been a real champ when it comes to giving back to the community. Back in February 2021, Hurts teamed up with Alex's Lemonade Foundation, a pediatric cancer organization. During this special collaboration, he got to meet a courageous 7-year-old cancer fighter named Eric. What's even more incredible is that Eric and his whole family were living in a tiny trailer. Can you believe it? When Jalen learned about their cramped living situation, he didn't hesitate for a second. This quarterback with a heart of gold surprised Eric's family with a whopping $30,000 check, which they could use towards buying a new, more spacious home. But wait, there's more. Hurts didn't stop at helping Eric's family. Nope, he went on to become a mentor for 2 underprivileged kids at Lincoln Elementary School in Norman, Oklahoma. And it's not just football that he's aced. He's got some serious softball skills too. Back in June 2022, during a charity softball game in Pennsylvania, our Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts stole the show. It was a tight game and Hurts stepped up to the plate. What did he do? Boom! He smacked a 2-run home run, leading his team to an epic 13-12 victory. You couldn't have scripted it better if you tried. Now, where did this awesome showdown take place? It went down at the home stadium of Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs AAA team. And the best part? The whole event was for a fantastic cause. The money raised from this charity game went straight to St. Luke's University Health Charities and the Iron Pigs charities, making it a win-win for everyone. Oh, and by the way, Jalen's a lefty when he's up at bat, and to seal the deal, he sent a pitch soaring over the right field fence for a walk-off win. And this next one, I'll bet you didn't know. If sports hadn't worked out for him in the long run, he'd had another career in mind. During the pre-game Super Bowl press conference, he dropped a gem by saying that if he weren't an elite athlete, he could totally rock the job of a professional crawfish cooker.
I would probably be like a professional crawfish cooker. Like, I got the best crawfish ever.
Now, I've checked, and you're right. That job title might not be there just yet, but who knows? Maybe Jalen's culinary talents are so off the charts that restaurants will be creating special roles just for him. Can you imagine going to a restaurant and ordering Jalen's signature crawfish dish? I'd be first in line for that. Now, who wouldn't want a multi-talented man like that, right? And before any of you get any crazy ideas, let me tell you that the man's in a committed relationship. In a fresh cover story for Essence, the 24-year-old NFL sensation spilled the beans about his romantic status. Embrace yourselves because he's got a special someone in his life. Jalen confirmed his relationship with his girlfriend Brianna Burrows with the words, "I'm not married or anything like that, but I am spoken for." Yep, you heard that right. He's officially off the market. Now, some of you might recall the rumor swirling around when Brianna joined Jalen on the field after the Eagles' NFC Championship win. Well, Jalen sets the record straight in his chat with Essence. Turns out he and Brianna had been an item off and on since their college days at the University of Alabama. Brianna, quite the achiever herself, earned her bachelor's degree back in 2017 and went on to grab her MBA at Alabama's Manderson School of Business. Meanwhile, Jalen took his talents to Oklahoma for his senior season in early 2019. But here's the sweet part. Jalen Hurts knew there was something special about Brianna a long time ago. He describes their connection as irreplaceable, and it's that magical bond that's brought them to where they are today. And honestly speaking, I get what Brianna sees in him. The man is pretty wholesome. I mean, did you know about his daily affirmations? Hurts is all about those positive vibes. In his daily routine, he takes time to do his affirmations and reflect on his day. As a part of his routine, he keeps a journal where he jots down what he's grateful for each day. Yep, you heard that right. Daily journaling to capture those moments of gratitude and reflection. It's all about staying grounded and appreciating the good stuff. Pretty cute, right? And talking about cute, here's another one that's gonna make you love him ever more. Jalen Hurts is a bona fide grandma's boy, through and through. His bond with his grandma is something truly special, and he's not shy about admitting it. He often talks about how she's a wellspring of wisdom and love in his life. In a recent interview with GQ, he showed just how much he values their connection. Mid-interview, he didn't hesitate to pause and take her FaceTime call. Now that's some serious family love and respect right there. And his grandmama isn't the only person he can't stop adoring. He's also a huge fan of his mom's cooking. When it comes to Jalen Hurts' favorite food, there's no contest. It's all about that home-cooked goodness courtesy of his mom. Now let's talk about tough choices. Imagine being asked to pick between a classic Philly cheesesteak or some mouth-watering Texas barbecue. Most of us would have a hard time deciding, but not Jalen. He cut right to the chase and said, "My mama's barbecue," without a moment's hesitation.
Philly cheesesteak or Texas barbecue?
My mama's barbecue.
But hold on, the culinary showdown doesn't stop there. He also picked his mom's barbecue over an Oklahoma smash burger, southern fried chicken, a visit to the beloved Waffle House, and even a pit stop at Wawa. Mama Hurts must have some magical cooking skills, and we're all wondering when she's going to share her culinary prowess with the world. Can we get an invite to that barbecue, Mama Hurts?
Huh?
What the hell are you eating?
I'm not eating, baby. Tasting. These soy red.
And finally, my personal favorite thing about him. While other stars collect sneakers in gold, Jalen has a whole different collection. Jalen Hurts isn't just a gridiron star. He's also got some serious vinyl appreciation going on. When it comes to his off-the-field passions, music takes center stage. He dove headfirst into the world of vinyl collection about 2 years ago, all in pursuit of adding something truly unique to his space. And what's in his vinyl collection, you ask? Well, he's got a soft spot for the classics, with favorites like Frankie Beverly, Anita Baker, and Angela Winbush. In a GQ segment, he shared his love for Frankie Beverly, frontman of the soul-funk band Maze, calling him his favorite artist ever. Holding up his vinyl copy of Maze's 1978 album, Golden Time of Day, Jalen said, "I've always had an old soul." But here's a cool tidbit. During his junior year at Alabama, when the football schedule had a bye week, Jalen didn't just sit around. Nope, he hit up a Maze concert in Birmingham and even had the chance to meet Frankie Beverly himself. Jalen described Beverly as the coolest guy and shared that Beverly even took the time to FaceTime and say hello to Jalen's mom, who's also a fan.
I get the opportunity to go meet Frankie. He was the coolest guy, FaceTime my mom, say hello to my mom.
But even though our NFL stars have a lot of off-the-field passions, it never affects their game. They can perform anywhere, anytime. I mean, check out this video where we look at the worst weather conditions games were played in NFL history.